with podcasting and, just social media in general, it's like it's a incubator for community building. So you're going to have your talking points, and you're gonna attract people with a similar mindset. And same with the guests. The guests that you book are going to um, kind of speak the language that your community wants to hear. So yeah, it's not gonna be like your old school 70s, 80s um, by the book form of interviewing. It's going to be pretty much a point guard role where you're setting up the guests to kind of get their talking points across and rally the troops, so to speak, within that community.
Yeah, I just think that, like, oftentimes, man, like the scary part is that people believe these people, and sometimes, like, people just start screaming and loud, like you see it every morning on ESPN with Stephen A. Smith, and people have this idea that Stephen A. Smith is like the smartest person in sports commentary. He's not. He's just louder than everybody else. You know what I mean? And sometimes I know for a fact that he hadn't watched the game, but he tries to talk as if he has. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, just because somebody has a platform doesn't give them the authority. Just because you watched a documentary about vaccinations doesn't mean that you know what you actually just watched. Because if you watch the documentary, now you got to look into the methodology of the creation of the documentary to make sure that this is authentic material. You know what I mean? And I feel like this stuff like just really confuses people, and it's been a detriment to society that, because back in the day, you could have an opinion about something and be wrong, but you didn't have the platform to be wrong with millions of other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that, like, the scariest part about all this.
Because even when, the fact checkers come in, there's a bias within the fact checking as well. So
Right.
you don't know what to believe, because everyone they speak out with a biased lean. There isn't anyone that's impartial anymore. So I don't know how we can get back to that, where you have like someone that fact checks from both angles, and like, here's the truth, here's what they said, but here's the facts. Like, to me, that's what's been erased completely out of the equation.
Yeah, Facebook, Meta changed their fact-checking policy. They don't even have a department. Now it's just, hey, everybody who's watching, just fact-check yourselves, which is ridiculous. But
Nuts.
I mean, I want to make it clear, too, I'm not advocating that all interviews have to be a guy in a suit like Walter Cronkite talking to you